Hi, Bashar.
And a you good day.
So my question is about the ascension, and if you can explain how that works.
Ascension is simply the raising of your frequency, that's all. And experiencing the reality that is commensurate with that. And by acting on your highest excitement to the best of your ability with no insistence on a particular outcome, you will allow yourself to expand and, quote unquote, continue to ascend, unquote. Does that make sense? It's that simple. The idea, of course, is that many people in your mass consensus are now deciding to do that all at once. Therefore, it looks like a mass movement, that there are now discussions of consciousness, explorations of spirit. Now that that is common in your language on your planet for many people, more than it was before, you are experiencing the idea of the momentum of a large segment of the collective consciousness deciding that it's the transformational time to do this. Therefore, that is being called the ascension. But it's a process. Does this answer your question?
A little bit.
All right. What parts seem to be missing?
I was wondering, am I going to be in a different density, or am I going to stay in my house and things will just change around me? Am I in a different reality?
Sometimes you will not necessarily be able to tell that you're in a different density. Sometimes you will. Let me give you an example. We have given this example before. If a person from 300 of your years ago were to suddenly be transported into your present and look at you, you would appear to be glowing to them because your frequency is so much higher than the average frequency 300 years ago. But you don't notice it because you're used to it. You understand?
Yes.
So when you are in the process of transforming into fourth density, as you are right now, you may do it so gradually that you won't necessarily notice certain things changing, but you will notice other things changing that are relevant. But of course, remember, that means you've shifted to another version of Earth that is already representative of the changes you've made within yourself. You never changed the world you're on.
Okay.
So, if there is another version of the house that is more representative of the fourth density version of you, that's where you will wind up. If not, you can be in what appears to be the same house, but it won't be the same house. It just may not need to look any different in order to satisfy your fourth density needs. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Is this answering the question more specifically?
Yes.
Anything else?
Yes. When I go to fourth density...
You are going. This is a process. You're already raising your vibrations by having these kinds of conversations. It's not just, oh, today I'm third density. Oh, 11:59, boom, I'm now fourth density. It's a process. You've been doing this for years. You've been raising your frequency, exploring consciousness, exploring spirituality. Eventually, you will be purely fourth density. But this is a process.
Okay. My question was, when I get there, will we be able to see people that have passed, that are loved ones?
Yes. We do that all the time. We commune with spirits all the time. It's natural for us. So many of you will have that ability as well. Again, if it's relevant. But that can become something quite common to your society eventually, yes.
And fourth density means we'll all get there during different times, or we're going to all go together?
You will each have your own rate, but there will be an overall bubble rate as well for the collective consciousness that chooses to do that.
Will I have to pay taxes?
No.
That's it. I'll leave on that positive note. Thank you, Bashar.
However,
I wanted to leave it at that.
oh, all right.
No, go ahead. Please.
There are systems that people are contemplating on your planet that would change in your culture certain aspects of finance as you have alluded to them. We would suggest that you get physically and actively involved in choosing the things that would allow you to make those changes. And not just wish for it.
Okay.
But do it. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Thank you, Bashar.
Thank you. Remember, you chose to experience yourself as physical beings. If you don't actually take physical actions on the things that excite you, then you are not grounding the energy like a circuit into the physical experience. That shows the commitment to the idea. that you live it, that you do it, that it's in your behavior, not just your speech, not just your thoughts.